Alright, I just stumbled upon this osv.dev project which is all about open source vulnerability management. It's pretty intriguing.
Oh, really? What caught your attention about it? I mean, there are so many vulnerability databases out there.
Exactly, but osv.dev claims to provide a more streamlined API for checking vulnerabilities. It's like the Tinder of software security.
Haha, that's a fun analogy. But does it really simplify the process, or is it just another layer of complexity?
That's a good point. I wonder if it actually reduces friction for developers, making it easier to integrate security checks.
Right? And it's designed to work with various dependency formats. That could be a game changer for some teams.
Wait, so how does it handle different ecosystems? Like, what if I'm using a mix of languages?
Great question. It seems to support multiple lock files and even Docker containers, so integration could be fairly flexible.
That's impressive, but I wonder, does this lead to a false sense of security? Just because it checks your dependencies doesn't mean they're all safe.
True, there's also the risk of relying too heavily on automated tools. Manual review is still crucial, I think.
And what about the data behind these vulnerabilities? I mean, are they comprehensive enough?
Apparently, they've got data dumps available, which is great for transparency. But the accuracy of that data is key, right?
Absolutely, it's like having a map but making sure it's up to date. Otherwise, you might head straight into a trap.
Exactly. And while they promote community contributions, how do we ensure quality control over those contributions?
That's a valid concern. Crowdsourced data can be powerful but also risky. There could be misinformation.
And speaking of community, have you seen the list of third-party tools that integrate with OSV? It's quite extensive.
Yeah, I noticed that tools like Trive and Pipaudit are pretty popular, but do they actually align in terms of quality?
That's tricky. Some might be more reliable than others. It's essential to vet those tools before usage.
For sure, and then there's the issue of maintenance. Are these community tools regularly updated?
Great question. The longevity of community tools can be hit or miss. That's something users need to keep in mind.
So is osv.dev more about providing a service or fostering a community, you think?
That's an interesting dichotomy. It seems to lean towards a service but relies heavily on community input.
Right, and how does that affect the overall reliability of the platform? If community input is flawed, so is the platform.
I see what you're saying. It might create a cycle of dependency on both the tool and the community, which isn't ideal.
Exactly, but if they manage to balance it well, it could really empower developers to secure their projects.
And that's a big if. It'll be interesting to see how they navigate this in the long run.
By the way, have you tried their scanner? It's designed to check dependencies against the OSV database.
Not yet, but I'm curious how user-friendly it is. Sometimes these tools can be pretty technical for the average developer.
True, but if it's straightforward, that could make a big difference in adoption.
Exactly. Ease of use can really drive home the importance of security in open source.
But do you think developers will actually take the time to integrate it into their workflows?
That's the ultimate question. Time constraints can often push security to the back burner.
I wonder if they could gamify it somehow, like rewards for keeping dependencies updated.
That's a creative idea. Making security engaging could definitely encourage more developers to participate.
So if we consider the potential of osv.dev, do you think it signals a shift in how we approach open source security?
It could. If it successfully gathers community momentum, it might set a new standard for vulnerability management.
But that's a big if. The challenge will be maintaining that standard over time.
Totally, security is a continuous journey, not a one-time fix. It'll be fascinating to watch it evolve.
Definitely, and with the pace of software development, does osv.dev have what it takes to keep up?
It's going to be a challenge, but if they can harness the community's energy, they might just succeed.
Well, I'm excited to see where this goes. It'll be a game changer if they can pull it off.
For sure. And it might just inspire other similar initiatives to enhance security across the board.
So to wrap this up, we're left with the idea that the future of open source security is very much a communal effort.
Exactly. It's like a puzzle. Each piece helps complete the picture, but it takes everyone to put it together.
And I guess that leaves us pondering whether the community will rise to the occasion.
I think that's the key question. With the right motivation, who knows what could happen?